Hello, my name is Ron Nocetti, and I'm the Associate Executive Director of the CIF. Today's video presentation is Bylaw 506, Practice Allowance. On May 2, 2014, Federated Council passed CIF State Bylaw 506 that defines practice time allowance for a team during their high school season of sport. Here is a summary of that bylaw. All teams will be allowed no more than 18 hours of practice time per week and no more than 4 hours in any single day. Double days shall not be held on consecutive days and must include a minimum of 3 hours rest between practices. Any competition day would count as 3 hours towards the allowable weekly and daily hours, no matter the length of the contest, and no practice may be held following the conclusion of any contest. So what counts towards practice time allowance? Any school or team or individual activity organized by the coach that is intended to maintain or improve a student-athlete's skill proficiency in a sport. Or any team or individual activity that includes skill drills, game situation drills, inter-squad scrimmages or games, weight training, chalk talks, film review, and meetings outside of school time, excluding parent meetings. What would not count towards practice time allowance? Other mandatory activities, including but not limited to study hall, tutorial sessions, team dinners, shall not be considered part of practice time. However, the principal must approve these activities. What would be the penalty for the violation of this policy? Loss of practice days and or other sanctions for each practice session infraction shall be imposed by the section as deemed appropriate to the level, extent, and the duration of the infractions. Here are some of the more common questions that we are receiving regarding this bylaw. When is this bylaw in effect during the school year? Bylaw 506 is in effect during the season of sport. For purposes of this bylaw, the season of sport begins with each CIF section's first allowable date of practice. If a student athlete plays in a soccer game at 3 p.m. and then a football game that same night at 7 p.m., how do I count the number of hours? A competition day counts as 3 hours no matter the length of the contest. In this case, even though it involves two different sports, the hours counted will still be 3 for that day. What type of fundraising activities are allowable and would not count towards practice times? Fundraisers such as a car wash or a crab feed would not count towards the allowable hours of practice. However, a golf team playing 100 holes of golf would count towards practice time. May a school set up a club or use an outside organization to continue practice once the school practice is over? No. The bylaw directly states that outside organization activity, the use of clubs, etc., shall not be used to circumvent this rule. As mentioned, this is a summary of the proposal, and please consult the CIF State Constitution and Bylaws and your local CIF Section Constitution and Bylaws to read the rule in its entirety. The CIF would like to thank you for viewing this video presentation on Bylaw 506, Practice Allowance. We believe this is an important issue affecting not only the physical but mental well-being of the nearly 800,000 student athletes that play high school sports in the state of California. The CIF wishes you the best of luck this fall season. Thank you.